恋爱的时候那肯定是甜美的嘛，就是想不到后面闹成这个样子，他会起诉我。我陪你这么长时间，对不对？我俩恋爱两年多嘛，那我的青春呢，还有我的贞洁，对不对？这些都不可以用金钱来衡量的呀。所以我就觉得这个人真的是特别特别的奇葩，对不对？那我
The girl and her boyfriend were in a relationship for 2 years. During that time, the boyfriend spent a total of 960,000 yuan on her. 2 years later, the girl proposed a breakup, citing incompatibility. After the breakup, the man took his ex-girlfriend to court, demanding that she return all the money he had spent during their relationship. The girl thought her ex-boyfriend was ridiculous. Is love something that can be measured by money? I was in a relationship with you, and everything you gave me was voluntary. Why should I return it? Besides, how do you account for my chastity over these 2 years? So what exactly happened in this case? And what kind of verdict would the court ultimately hand down? The girl in the video is the protagonist of this case, Ms. Su. From the video it's easy to see. She's 1.7 meters tall with a slim figure, very pretty, fair-skinned, beautiful and well-proportioned. Ms. Su proudly declared that the number of guys who pursued her could line up 2 streets long. She met her ex-boyfriend, Mr. Yu, 2 years ago. At first, Ms. Su wasn't interested in Mr. Yu at all, because he was 11 years older than her, and also shorter than her.
当时我一开始是不同意的呀，因为我都比他高，而且他比我大那么多岁。我净身高是1.7米，然后他净身高才有1.65米，然后就一直死缠烂打的追求我。
The man, on the other hand, fell in love at first sight and quickly launched an aggressive pursuit. But Ms. Su rejected him outright. This kind of man wasn't even within her consideration. But Mr. Yu only pursued her harder. He knew what the girl liked. He started flaunting his financial abilities. Whether it was a holiday or just a normal day, he'd always find some excuse to send her red envelopes, cash gifts. He bought high-end cosmetics, luxury handbags, and would often transfer her 5,000 yuan or even 10,000 yuan.
照顾啊，发语言啊，然后还有发这种各种节假日的红包啊，我觉得啊，这个男人还可以。
Once, Mr. Yu even transferred 110,000 yuan to her in one go. He said it was to symbolize one heart, one mind.
他说为了表达就是对我的爱意嘛，就是11万就是一心一意的意思。
Under this fierce financial offensive, Ms. Su finally agreed to be with him.
你觉得他对你的好是在金钱啊这方面比较大方还是？
对，金钱这方面肯定就是比其他我同龄人的这些男朋友都大方嘛。那否则我也看不上他呀，对不对？
Mr. Yu became even more attentive to the girl. Later, feeling sorry for how hard she worked at her job, he told her to quit. With his spendthrift ways, Mr. Yu told Ms. Su that he would support her, and that her job was to enjoy life.
他就说，你上班那么辛苦，要不你就不要上班了嘛。然后你就玩就可以了。我就说那行吧。然后他就说，以后你那个生活开销啊什么的，就我给你啊，就一句话嘛，我养你啊。
Mr. Yu told her to buy whatever she liked. He took care of all her daily expenses, and Ms. Su happily agreed.
你觉得他对你的好是在金钱啊这方面比较大方还是？
对，金钱这方面肯定就是比其他我同龄人的这些男朋友都大方嘛。那否则我也看不上他呀，对不对？
From then on, the girl lived the life of a rich housewife, enjoying food, shopping, and fun at Mr. Yu's expense. No matter what Ms. Su wanted or needed, Mr. Yu would satisfy her. Besides daily expenses, Mr. Yu also paid attention to the small romantic gestures in life. If it wasn't a red envelope, it was a little gift. At the end of 2023, to celebrate New Year's Eve, he bought her a 400,000 yuan BMW as a gift. Seeing the envious looks from friends around her, Ms. Su's vanity was greatly satisfied. Unexpectedly, after 2 years of dating, problems started to surface and disagreements began to grow. After a big fight, Ms. Su broke up with him, citing emotional incompatibility. Mr. Yu thought it was just another one of her tactics and tried to reconcile like he had in the past. He apologized many times, even sent flowers, gifts, and red envelopes, but nothing worked. It was clear that this time, Ms. Su had truly made up her mind to leave. Seeing how cold she had become, Mr. Yu didn't push any further and agreed to the breakup. But after the split, he began to feel something was wrong. He had spent so much money over the past 2 years. How could it all be brushed off with one sentence? That's not fair. Mr. Yu demanded the return of the 400,000 yuan BMW he bought.
拿这种车啊，给我要回车，这种跟我争吵。我说，那你这个车你送都送了，对不对？而且是跨年礼物什么的。我说我朋友他们都知道的，凭什么给我要？
But the girl didn't expect that the boyfriend who used to be so generous would now be so petty. She angrily said, "You gave me that money voluntarily. You're a grown man, it's not even that much money. How do you still have the nerve to ask for it back?" Mr. Yu saw that his ex had no regard for their past relationship. He realized her true colors. What she really wanted was his money. He felt like a total sucker. Furious, he took Ms. Su to court. Soon, she received a summons from the court, along with a thick stack of transaction records. These included all the red envelopes and transfers, totaling 960,000 yuan. Turns out, Mr. Yu had kept a meticulous record of every payment all along. According to the court documents, the money was being classified as bride price.
到我们那里的小县城，你知道吗？然后去起诉我，说我俩是快结婚了，然后他给我这些钱都是彩礼款，还有6000、5000都有，而且其中都是有备注的。比如说我今天过生日，他就说生日快乐，然后圣诞节的时候他就说圣诞节快乐，然后这些呢一共是29.38万。那你这个车你送都送了，对不对？而且是跨年礼物什么的。我说我朋友他们都知道的，凭什么给我要？虽然是普通的男女朋友，而且我们连双方的父母什么都没见过，然后也没有定过亲，也没有拍过婚纱照什么的，因为他都没有说你要嫁给我啊，我也没同意说我要嫁给他。然后既然有彩礼这回事，我就觉得特别不可思议，真的想不到。那我恋爱的时候那肯定是甜美的嘛，就是想不到后面闹成这个样子，他会起诉我。我陪你这么长时间，对不对？我俩恋爱两年多嘛。我说这2年多，那我的青春呢，还有我的贞洁，对不对？这些都不可以用金钱来衡量的呀。因为我就觉得这个人真的是特别的奇葩，对不对？那我跟你谈恋爱的时候，你自愿给我的，现在凭什么呀？
Ms. Su mockingly asked, "Do red envelopes normally count as bride price?" She couldn't believe how absurd this was. "When did I ever say I agreed to marry him?" she asked. A reporter then contacted the ex-boyfriend to hear his side of the story.
我是想保护他的自尊心，不要让他觉得我在包养着他呀，或者怎么样，所以我一般都不会说这个钱啊，因为什么原因我借你，我给你，都不这样说，一般都只会有口啊，提前节日快乐。我是当婚约为目的的恋爱，条件没有，而且他并没有这个意思，所以这个方式就不是普通的赞誉了。
那有钱你多给你朋友点红包，对，多发点钱，就表达爱意的时候多一点。那没有钱你也可以不给，或者别的方式，对吧？都可以。这也不是说女方强求的，就零存整取嘛，追回所有，然后达到一个零付出零成本这种目的嘛。
Mr. Yu stated that he had always been giving her money with the intention of marriage. And many of those transfers were actually hinted at by the girl herself. He wasn't always giving from the heart. Sometimes it was because she made subtle requests. And in order to give her a sense of ritual when receiving red envelopes, he put a lot of thought into the notes attached to each payment, just to protect her sense of pride. Each side had their own version of the story. Soon, the court issued its ruling. Ms. Su must return 860,000 yuan to Mr. Yu. The missing 130,000 yuan? That was considered a gift. Why? Because the notes on the red envelopes indicated clear gifting intent. So that portion was excluded from repayment.
部分是赠与，当时确实是给女朋友的，因为法院也是考虑到有一些可能是属于节日之间的赠与等等，他们就排除掉了一部分，最终看下来是返还我爸6万。我就不是多有钱的人，说表达这爱意要11万吧。那个11万呢，是他有一次跟我讲，他爸爸需要一辆车，在他身上花的是200到100多万肯定有。
But Ms. Su said she had already spent all the money and had no means to repay it. Even so, she felt she had given her youth, 2 precious years of her life. How should that be valued? Unwilling to accept the judgment, she filed an appeal. Unexpectedly, Mr. Yu then submitted a set of chat logs, in which he had previously suggested meeting her mother for dinner, asked how much he should bring when meeting the parents for the first time. and promised to bring a big red envelope when he came to propose. This served as clear evidence that Mr. Yu truly had marriage in mind throughout the relationship.
败诉依据就是说是彩礼还有是附条件的赠与，法院就是认为这个聊天记录就是说是以结婚为目的，结婚意图就非常的明显了。
So the court rejected Ms. Su's appeal and upheld the original ruling, ordering her to return the 860,000 yuan. What devastated her even more was that even her friends began distancing themselves. They believed she was materialistic and labeled her a gold digger. This pushed Ms. Su into deep anger and helplessness. She even called it unfair and swore to gather more evidence and fight Mr. Yu to the end.
Some people sympathize with Ms. Su, saying she gave 2 years of youth and love, and shouldn't be labeled a gold digger. But others scoffed. Without those 960,000 yuan in transfers, she never would have agreed to date him in the first place. Truth is, this relationship was built on stacks of money from the very beginning. She didn't love his height, didn't love his age, and didn't love the man himself. She loved his transfer history and the surprise red envelopes on every holiday. Now, she says she's not a gold digger, yet she admits, if he weren't generous, I wouldn't have gone for him. Once she said that, the public opinion shifted decisively. As for Mr. Yu, he wasn't entirely innocent either. He thought money could buy love, using bride price as a way to invest in a future marriage. But this emotional transaction didn't lead to marriage. It led to a lawsuit. Some say love shouldn't be calculated, but more people have realized the kind of love where no one does the math often ends up costing the most. So what do you think? Is Ms. Su a gold digger or just a heartbroken victim of love? The court ordered her to pay back 860,000 yuan. Do you think that's fair? Leave a comment below. I'd love to hear what you think. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more. We'll see you in the next video.